Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a little makeup tutorial slash get ready with me style video. I'm going to be just putting some makeup on. I have a video that I want to film after this, and actually this video kind of works perfectly with it. So the video that I'm going to film, which you may see first, I'm not 100% sure, is actually going to be all about sponsored content and how it works and just giving you guys a rundown because I feel like you guys have so many questions on it. And actually this video is sponsored by Lorac. So they reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to try out their new unzipped eyeshadow palettes. There are 3 that I have here. I'm going to show you guys the palettes. I have tried all of them, and then I'm also going to do a makeup look with one of these palettes. I'm going to use this one today, which is the cool toned one, and this is the Unzipped Elegance Palette. This is what it looks like on the inside. It comes with a little brush, and it's actually got some colors in it that I don't typically use that often. You guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I've been really into cool tones again, and these shadows right here perform so incredibly well. So I'm going to show you guys the other 2 palettes as well and show you kind of what they have. They launch on the 20th of this month, so they are new. You can find any of these at Ulta online or in stores. All 3 of these palettes retail for $25. So again, this is the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use. This is the Lorac Unzipped Elegance palette. This is the Lorac Unzipped Brazen palette. And the Lorac Unzipped Unfiltered palette. This is the brush that comes with it as well. It's got a packing brush on one side and a fluffy blending brush on the other. I think I will use this today. I think these are the type of palettes that are best suited for when you don't want to think too much about an eyeshadow look. You've got 2 matte shadows in this palette. You've got Timeless here in the middle, and then Untouchable you can blend out this shade with. This shade, I feel like I would have loved for it to be in a matte as well, with the 2 silver shades being the shimmers. Just for myself personally, I feel like I would get more use out of this shade if it were a matte. So for me, a palette like this, it takes the guesswork out of eyeshadows, so that's what I think these kind of palettes are good for. So as you guys know, I always do my eyes first, so I'm just gonna pop right into it. I have primed my eyelids with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I just let it kind of dry down to where they're still slightly tacky, but not like wet. So today's eye look is gonna be pretty simple, but it's gonna be really pretty. You know, the thing about these 2 shades is, these are like so friggin' shiny. Look at that. I haven't used silvers on my eyes in a really long time. That's a shade that I like forgot about using silvers. I feel like when I first started with makeup, I would always use silvers and blacks for smoky eyes, and then it started transitioning into like warm browns. So I'm going to dip into the shade Timeless here, and I'm going to use my little packing brush first to place it on the crease, and then I'm going to go in and blend out the edges. I think that the blending side is actually quite nice, and the little packing side is small enough to get right into your crease. I am going to switch brushes because I just like my normal brushes. So I'm actually going to switch over to my Sigma small tapered blending brush, the E45. I'm going to dip back into that shade, and I'm really going to deepen up the crease. But there is a bit of kick up when you dip your brush in. So I'm going to use the shade Untouchable here just to really blend out that shade. While that does look like a matte in the pan, it does have a bit of shimmer to it, as you can see. So it kind of really highlights the brow bone. And I do get a bit of fallout down here, so I would recommend doing your eyes first with a palette like this. I'm going to be doing a simple eye look today because with a simple palette like this, I feel like it's best, that's what this is created for. You don't have to like fuss with it to decide what colors you're going to use. You kind of know what colors you can use. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my crease and then I'm going to apply both of these colors. They apply beautifully with a brush. You'll see what I mean. All right, now I'm going to go with my Bodyography Pro Flat Shader Brush, which I love to use to cut my crease. And I'm going to do like a half moon cut crease right here. Just like that. And then I'm gonna take that same brush and I'm actually going to dip into this shade here. This is the shade Unattached. And these silver shades pick up so well on the brush with just minimal effort. You can see it really loads up on the brush. And then on the front of the eye, I'm gonna use this shade here, which is Iconic. The colors are similar, but this one's a lot more bright. As you can see. It's more of like a white silver, and this one's more of like a gunmetal. You can apply these with your fingers as well. I feel that they do apply well with your fingers, but for me, I like to get it right up to the edge, so I like to use a brush because I can't with my finger. And then on the outside of the eye, I'm actually gonna dip into this shade here with my finger a bit and just sort of tap it over the edge. And then I'm going to take that same matte shade that we used all to blend this out and just sort of tap that over the very edge to blend everything in. I'm going to whisk away this fallout, and I'm actually going to toss a wing on real quick. I've been really back into doing wing liners. Don't ask me why. And for that, I'm going to use the Benefit Roller Liner. Since I used this in the first impressions video last week, I cannot put it down. I even took it traveling with me. It's a really good liner. All right, so I'm gonna do my other eye off camera real quick and I will come back with lashes on and then we will move on to the rest of the face. All right, and this is the finished eye look with the Lorac Unzipped Elegance Palette. If you guys see any of these and you like the colors or you like the color scheme or you like Lorac eyeshadows in general, I will link these in the description of this video where you guys can pick them up. But again, you can get them on Ulta online or in stores and they are available now. They launched on Sunday the 20th. I'm gonna move on to the rest of the face, but thank you so much to Lorac for sponsoring this portion of the video and sending me these eyeshadow palettes to try out. And let's move on to the rest of the face. I think this eye looks really pretty. It's so simple. Simple but striking. So for my skin, I'm actually going to use the Hourglass Vanish foundation again. This is the liquid foundation. I've been using my L'Oreal Pro Glow like consistently, and I used my Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir when I was in LA. And while I love the way that it looked, by the end of the night, I don't know what happened, but when I looked in the mirror, it was like unreal how greasy my skin looked. Dude, it wasn't even hot in LA. I don't understand. I would use my little Hourglass brush, but where the friggin' crap did I put it? Well, it's okay. I'm gonna use my IT Cosmetics Love as the foundation brush. I did 2 wear tests of this foundation. I will link it up here. And I did a video with Hourglass. And if you guys want to see how it wears throughout the day, you guys can watch that video. I'm actually headed out to LA again. I was in LA last week for 3 days, actually only 1 full day, and then 2 travel days. And then I'm actually heading back again in 2 days. I was there with Morphe before they wanted to fly me out for their Fluidity Foundation event. And it was honestly really, really fun. And I had a really good time, but it was such a fast trip that I'm heading down actually with Hourglass for this event, for this foundation on Tuesday, and I'll be home on Friday. Honestly, I like this foundation so much. It's so nice to not have to use so much foundation. I noticed that when I used the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation the other day, when I was in LA, I had to use like 4 pumps of it. And this is just the one that I have to use because it's so nice with its coverage. Yeah, so I'm gonna film a video. I don't know if you guys have already seen it, if it's going up first or if it's going up second, but it is all about sponsored content. Okay, this is such a random thought, but I wanted to know if you guys have ever heard of bread cheese. This is so weird, I know. But a store that's around us, we recently saw it and it looks like bread, but it also looks like cheese, and it's called bread cheese, and there's no bread in it or anything like that. It's just cheese, but it retains its shape when you heat it. It doesn't like fully melt. It gets soft, but it like stays in a square shape if you cut it into a square. It's super squeaky, which okay, so I always know people would talk about squeaky cheese, but I didn't really know what they mean. And then I tried this for the first time and I was like, oh. I was like, okay, that's what they mean by squeaky. It legitimately like squeaks when you bite into it. I really don't like the squeakiness of it. It grosses me out so bad. I find that if I heat it up a lot, then it doesn't squeak so badly. Do you guys like squeaky cheese? Tell me if you guys are bothered by it like me, or if you like the flavor or squeak of it. But anyway, the flavor of bread cheese is so good. So if you guys see it at the store, I highly recommend. Also, let me know, have you guys ever tried halloumi? I've never tried it before, but I saw it at my store recently and I want to give it a try. So how do you cook with it? Like what's the way that you use halloumi? I know that a lot of people use it on sandwiches, but since I don't eat bread, I don't really know how to like cook with it. So if you guys can think of any like low carb ways to eat halloumi, please let me know. When I did my video the other day of like Instagram makeup, I really discovered that I kind of like highlighting my under eyes a little bit more, and I think I might start setting them with powder a little bit, because when I did that video my skin looked so airbrushed, and you can like see, you know, these little eye dips right here when I don't set my under eye, but when I do, I feel like it really does blur that out. I don't know, man, it's just a process, trial and error. So I think I am gonna set my under eyes real quick, and I wanna try this powder again. This was the Huda Beauty. It's so fragranced. Why? Pound Cake? Why is it so fragranced? See, it just kind of blurs it a little bit. Fragrance on that is too strong for me. Oh my god, when I was in LA, I packed my husband's cologne into my skincare and stuff bag, and it exploded, and everything I own now reeks of cologne, and I mean that includes my skincare. It's like everything. When I was putting on my face wash last night, it was so scented. I was like, I'm gonna break out so bad from this. Everything. It's such a migraine smell too, because even before when he would just spray one spray, I'm like, it smells delicious, but it is so strong, and now everything I own smells like it, so that's fun. I'm actually going to dip into this palette. I have not used this for a while, but I was loving this for such a long time, and so I want to use this. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Chisel palette, and I'm going to use my Smith Cosmetics 112 brush. Palette's a little more cool tone than I remember it being. It would work for contour, but I don't know how I feel about it for bronzing, even though it seems like it's going to be kind of warm toned when you look at it, but I keep looking at my face and I'm like, what looks odd? I don't have eyebrows on. That's what's odd. I keep looking at it though and I'm like, what's different? Your eyebrows, you idiot. By the way, these lashes are Koko lashes in the style Venus, and I think these are honestly becoming one of my new favorites. I think these are the perfect eyelash. I think I'm gonna buy like 50 more pairs because they're so beautiful. They're so like fluffy, but also dramatic enough. It's kind of like the perfect lash in my opinion. I really loved this palette for a long time. It's not bad. I just feel like it's a little too subtle. I feel like it needs a little bit more warmth to it, but maybe that's just because I'm so used to just using straight up bronzer all the time. I think I'm gonna use a bit of my bronzer, which is MAC Give Me Sun. And for blush, I want to try another one of these Buxom Wanderlust blushes. This is the shade Mykonos. And this is what it looks like here. Oh yeah, I forgot these smell like coconut. All right, and I can't put this down since I got it. I am still literally loving it so much. These are the Covergirl brow pencil. This is the ultra fine brow pencil, and I am using the shade Soft Brown. Ever since I did the full face of Covergirl, which I will link up here, I cannot put these down. They are so lovely. I didn't blink for that whole thing. My eyes are watering. I just think this has such a nice color to it. It's like this, I mean, it's a soft brown for crying out loud. It's like, it's not warm at all, but it's not like gray or anything. It's just kind of like the perfect shade of neutral brown. Perfect for my hair color, I feel. Look at that. Ugh. Blink, blink. And then I'm gonna use this Urban Decay Brow Endowed, and this is the one that I used in my first impressions video, and I tried it. I feel like this color is definitely a little too dark for me, but you know what? I'm just gonna use a tiny little bit of it on the tail end of my brows mostly. All right, and when Lorac sent over the other palettes for me to try, they sent over some highlighter as well, so I want to try these ones. This is the Mega Beam highlighter, and this is in the shade Gilded Lily. So pretty. I have not tried these yet, so this will be a first time try. I had tried the eyeshadow palettes a few times each, and so, ooh, that looks absolutely so beautiful. Let's see how it swatches. Ooh. Oh, dang. Let's see how it applies. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. I did not think it was gonna be that glowy, I'll be honest with you. I did not see that coming. Wow, it's so glowy and wet looking. Ooh. Ooh, I am in love with that. It's gonna go straight into my travel makeup bag. Ooh. Jeez Louise, you don't need much. It's not glittery at all. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's just got that very wet sheen. No, you can tell. There's no question about that. Wow. Jiminy Christmas. I'm gonna show you guys the other shade that they sent as well. Let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, very gold. This one's really gold. This is called Glow for Gold. That's what it looks like. I will swatch it. Oh, so that one's a lot more gold. Really pretty though. I bet that would look really beautiful on like a medium to deep skin tone. Whereas I think this one's a little more icy, and you can see how it looks on me. It's like, it doesn't like cause that dark cast at all, but when I turn, it gives you that really, really vibrant sheen. They sent over a few lip glosses as well, so I might as well give these a try. I haven't tried these yet either. The eyeshadow palettes were the main focus for me for this video, so ooh, that could be really pretty. That too. That one's a little dark for me. This one's Exposed, Bare, and Unfazed. Ooh, I kind of want to try Bare. Let's see if they're like pigmented or... Oh, ooh, it's like a half pigment gloss, which I prefer. I don't love a gloss that's too high pigment because sometimes they're kind of hard to work with. That is lovely. Minty, or what's that flavor? It's like minty, but it's not like, oh yeah, it's minty. Let's put a little bit of this one on it. It's Unfazed. So I think, are these a plumping gloss? Because they're very minty. And because I don't like that, I'm gonna do a little Mocha-licious. Shocking. And to finish off the eyes, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the shade Timeless here, and I'm just gonna run that on my lower lash line. I did get a bit of fallout on my cheeks here, so I'm just gonna whisk that away with a dual fiber brush just to make sure that it doesn't stick. Yeah, that whisked away real easy. And then I'm just gonna do some black liner on my upper and lower waterline and then mascara, and we are done. This is the Makeup Geek Full Spectrum Eyeliner Pencil in Obsidian. All right, and this is the finished look. All right, you guys, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys love this makeup look and that this video was somewhat helpful for you. I love the way this makeup turned out. I think my skin looks so beautiful. This highlighter is literally, I'm putting it in my travel makeup bag right now. It is truly so beautiful. These eyes are simple, yet I think they look really elegant. I think these palettes kind of give me that vibe, is that they are elegant. They're very simple, and I feel like they're pretty user-friendly because of that. Again, thank you so much, Lorac, for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video and this makeup look. I feel hot. Well, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You guys can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both are RawBeautyKristi. I ask the real questions over there on Twitter, and I actually just did a poll today, so when I'm filming this video, all about sponsored content. So I'm not sure if that video went up first or if it's going up second, but if it hasn't gone up yet, make sure to subscribe so you guys will know when it goes up. Answering any questions that you guys have, misconceptions, answering the hard-hitting questions that you guys have about just, you know, things that a lot of people don't really talk about. And so I just wanted to clear the air on a lot of things and just answer any questions that you guys may have, because I just find that there's a lot of people that just kind of want to know a little bit more. And I think that it is important that we speak out on just the way things really are. I love these glosses too. I really do. I'm actually going to put these right in my travel bag as well, because these look beautiful. They are like the exact color glosses that I like to wear on the daily. They're not too nude. They're just like the perfect, you don't have to pay too close of attention gloss. I really love that. All right, you guys. Well, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye. Thank you. When I was putting on my face wash last, and now everything I own smells like. I just burped. And when Lorac, come on, you stupid. And when Lorac sent over the, oh no, I need to do my brows. I need to do my brows. Ugh. Blink, blink. This one is exposed. Then I'm gonna just take a little,